President Trump clearly facing challenges as he reaches a historic marker in his presidency. This week will mark 100 days in office for the president. And this morning, our brand new ABC News Washington Post Ipsos poll has some potential warning signs for the White House on how Americans are viewing these first 100 days. Just 39% of Americans approve of how Trump is handling his job as president. That's the lowest 100 days approval rating of any president in the past 80 years. And on the economy, one of the issues that helped put him in the White House, Americans hold widely negative views of Trump's performance. 53% say the economy has gotten worse since Trump took office, with 72% saying it is very or somewhat likely that his economic policies will cause a recession. We'll ask Trump's Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, about what comes next in the trade war. But first, we wanted to see how those policies are affecting people outside of Washington. Traveling to Annapolis, Maryland this week to see how tariffs are already impacting business owners and consumers.
When former Marine Corps pilot and combat veteran Barton O'Brien first heard President Trump's promise on the campaign trail to tariff imported goods, he worried about how it would impact his own thriving specialty pet gear business.
I did an analysis and realized that would pretty much put us out of business.
O'Brien is the founder of Bay Dog in Maryland, whose signature products, dog harnesses and life jackets, are made overseas, which would mean Trump's tariffs raise the cost of all his products. So O'Brien figured he would get ahead of it just in case.
We borrowed as much money as we could. We accelerated all of our production runs, and we brought as much inventory, almost a year's worth of inventory, into the country before the tariffs took effect.
Inventory like this, 132,000 harnesses, leashes, and life jackets lining this warehouse floor to ceiling. Goods ready to hit retail stores where consumers can still pay their normal prices. But the problem now, O'Brien ordered products for the fall as well. But getting them here from China would be a huge expense.
So we have $150,000 worth of dog harnesses sitting in our factory right now. And with the current 145% tariff, it would cost me $217,000 just to bring it into the country. So I'm actually better off just lighting that on fire and taking the loss than I am trying to bring it into the country.
If tomorrow they say, look, we've got this all straightened out, we're not going to have these massive tariffs, have you still taken a hit?
Even if you turned off the tariffs tomorrow, everyone would try to ship all at once, and then shipping costs would go way up, and that would translate into price increases.
O'Brien understands President Trump's rationale that tariffs could help bring manufacturing back to the U.S., but he said for his customers, it would mean higher prices.
This product, which is our most popular dog harness, if I made it in America, it would retail for about $114. Right now, it retails for about $34. With the current tariff, it'll drive, for me to break even, it drives the price up to $86.
And that would only be the case if his business even survived.
I would have to spend about $1 million to build a production facility. I don't have $1 million. I also have no expertise in how to do that. All the machines I would have to buy are made overseas. And then if I were to get it set up, it would take about 18 months, over which time I would probably go bankrupt.